No, no, no. You gotta stop. What do you mean best chapter so far? No. My man Fujimoto went out on a break for a week and then he drops like a 50-page chapter. Ooh. No. No. No, I'm not ready. I was supposed to start like 30 minutes later, but then I heard like, yo, this chapter is hype. This chapter is hype. This shit is great. And I'm like, okay, calm down. And then I go to the website and I'm like, wait a minute, this shit is like 50 pages long. Alright. You guys know the rules, right? No spoilers, and of course, during the reaction itself, I'm not gonna be looking at chat, so even if you guys are spoiling shit, I'm probably not gonna be looking at chat at all. Alright, so... I'm doing fine, Tom, I'm doing fine. This chapter is a banger, this chapter was super good, best chapter so far, can't miss this one. I'll enjoy it 100%, says Godslav. Straight banger. Oh boy. Oh boy. Should I get my notes? I think I should get my notes just in case. Just in case. Where did I wrote? There it is. So if you guys have seen my reactions and my my videos, you know that I like to take notes, right? The only note that I wrote from Chainsaw Man Part 2 is just this. It's just Asamitaka, and then that's it. That's the only note that I wrote for Chainsaw Man. Oh god. Alright. 20 people already watching, you know what? Sure, fine. Let's just jump straight into it. Give me a sec. I'm gonna turn off the music. Alright. Where is it? Do I want to have my on-screen pen? Nah, not for today. Not for today. Too much of a hassle. I need to plug in I need to plug in my drawing tablet, and that's gonna take a while, and I'm not gonna do that. All right. This chapter is so far the best chapter of Chainsaw Man Part 2, says Sejal. This manga brings so much joy whenever a new chapter drops. Oh boy, I'm seeing the first page already, and it's already like a double spread page of Mitaka and oh god, oh god, oh god! It's been 2 weeks. I haven't read anything. I forgot her name. Oh, this is gonna look bad. This is gonna look bad. Why am I forgetting her name? 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 No, no, no. This is gonna look bad. This is gonna look bad. Chat, help me out. Help me out. Help me out. I'm actually drawing a blank. No, not Yoru. Yoru's the War Devil. No, no, no. The girl with the glasses. Yuko. There it is. There it is. Oh my god. 2 weeks of not reading Chainsaw Man, and I already forgot her name. I feel so bad after I talked about her like a lot in the previous 2 chapter reactions. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Anyways, we are back for Chainsaw Man Part 2, Chapter 102, Save the Cat. What does it mean? What do you mean, save the cat? What are you referring to? Who is the cat? What is the cat? Hmm. But anyways, Mitaka and Yuko, we are seeing them running away. There's a girl who was just, walking by and then got hit in the crossfire with the Bat Devil coming in, swooping in. I wonder if the cat in question is actually Power's cat, Nyako or Meowie or whatever you want to call it. Alright, I'm not looking at chat. Alright, I'm not looking at chat. Officially right now, I am not looking at chat. I am ignoring you guys. I am sorry, but it is what it is. I'm avoiding spoilers. Alright, here we go. Save the Cat, chapter 102 of Chainsaw Man Part 2. Bam! Mitaka got hit in the head. Yuko also got hit. Oh, shit. Her leg. A piece of metal pierced through her, so she can't walk. And then the girl that was like a bystander, just walking around, that got hit with the crossfire, immediately got eaten by the Bat Devil. Shit. And then Fujimoto kind of censoring the head getting eaten by the speech bubbles. Asa. So I'm assuming this is the War Devil coming in saying, "Hey, don't feel what you're feeling right now, right? Don't feel, hesitant. Don't feel fear. Let me take control. Let me, take care of everything. Just let go, right? That is what I'm assuming. Kill Yuko and turn her into a weapon, or that. Obviously, Asa does not want to do that because, she is a friend. It'll increase our chances of survival. She's as good as dead anyway if she can't run." Asa looks. She looks terrified, sweating, the Bat Devil in the back, still eating away the poor person who apparently is still alive because her legs are still like squiggling around, right? "Don't worry. You are me. So I know you aren't sorry for killing Bucky." But is that true though? Let's assume that is true, and whatever Yoru is saying right now is facts, and because let's just assume, let's just believe that she does, that she is able to also feel whatever feelings and whatever emotions and whatever thoughts that Mitaka is thinking right now. You're sorry that you were seen killing Bucky. And you know what? That look on her face kind of says it all. I think Yoru is telling the truth. Luckily for us, there's no one around. Let's turn her into a weapon quickly while no one's looking. On the night you died, didn't you make up your mind to live more selfishly if you got a second lease on life? Kill her if you want to live. And of course, Mitaka, hesitating, right? But there's that pinch of, you know what if I just kill her right now and just get this over with? Yeah, she's kind of right. Yeah, the War Devil is speaking truth and facts. Yeah, whatever she is saying is true, right? There's that pinch of hesitation, right, within Asa, right? The conflict, right? The two sides of her, right? The War Devil is basically a manifestation of all of the bad things that Mitaka can think of right now, and Mitaka needs to kind of balance that out and become the good to counterbalance the bad that is the War Devil. Because if Mitaka is also feeling that way, then there is no balance, and therefore Mitaka can easily succumb to the War Devil's desire and she will lose. The bad devil eats. Love the paneling. Oh, the paneling is beautiful, beautiful. The bad devil eats, remembering the news anchor saying that, hey, these two people are dead. Drops the axe. Remembers the faces of her friends looking at her. Remembers Bucky. Remembers Yuko giving the thumbs up. She's about to grab the axe. Oh, this paneling is really cool on the left. Yeah, okay, okay. She steps in, the bad devil looks. You damn fool, says the war devil. She runs away, nice, nice, great. Grabs Yuko, runs away. Saves her friend, her only friend, right? She is running for her life. Sweating, probably second thinking right now, right? What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? I could live. I could have lived. I could have just made her into a weapon and I could have just run away and lived. Why am I doing this, right? That is probably what she is thinking right now. Oh fuck me. Why is she tripping? Fuck. She trips again. Fuck. I forgot. I always trip and fall at the most critical moment. Yeah, you don't say. You don't say. That's just a running gag at this point. Trips and fall during her birthday, trips and fall during a track race. Happy birthday, Mai. Is that her family? I assume so, right? Because she doesn't have. I mean, she doesn't have a mom and dad, but I don't think there's any indication that she has siblings. So I don't know. Maybe these are just her friends, but I would assume these are more like relatives. Falls during her birthday. Falls during a tracking race at school, I presume. Oh no. Oh no. This is one of those chapters. Fuck. Backstory. Backstory. The devil comes in, destroying a lot of the city, the village. Everybody's running away. Running and running. And she has short hair. In this flashback. There's a cat. Injured. She grabs the cat. She runs away. No. No, 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 no. Beautiful paneling, by the way. She looks at the cat. She saves the cat. She falls. And because she falls, somebody had to grab her. Get her back up. Shoves her away before getting hit by a car. Shit. And she's probably guilty, right? She feels guilty. She feels like she caused her death, right? Because of her idiocy, because of her, you know, because of her tripping, right? She probably blames herself. Sister, mother, I'm assuming mother. Gets hit by the car. Are you alright, dear? Poor thing. It must have been awful. It's my kitty cat. You managed to save the cat. How wonderful. Damn. And the car is right there. Shit. Flashback to when Yuko gave her the shoes. You think you're saving me, don't you? Huh? Did I ask to be rescued? I'd rather be bullied than pitied. Thanks. And now we're getting more context as to why she feels that way. Yuko smiles. I don't really care how you feel though. Even if my actions turn out to be a mistake, if my heart was in the right place, that's all that matters to me. And that's why she... Not only was Yuko in the right place in the right time, right? Um, Giving her shoes, giving her reasons to move forward, right? We talked about this in the chapter when this took place, right? Um, Chapter 100, I believe it was, right? We talked about this, right? How Yuko is the reason why Mitaka can potentially move forward, right? But now, right, with the more added context, right, with the more we know about Mitaka's backstory, this line that Yuko gave to her, right, during this moment, that is what she needs to hear, right? That is what Mitaka needed to hear this entire time, right? To let go of that guilt, to let go of that past that she had been, that has been constantly um putting her back, right? To not look at life the way she was looking at life, right? Because of her own actions, right? Her own mistakes in the past that resulted in the death of her mom. A lot of people feel this way, right? A lot of people feels this way. I know some people that does feel this way, right? Some friends as well who you know um, did something in the past and kind of blames themselves for doing it, even though when they um, when they tell me those stories, I'm like, pretty sure that's not your fault, though. Pretty sure that's not your fault. Pretty sure that's just it just so happens that you were there. Don't blame yourself and whatever. And they keep some of those people still believe that that is their fault, and it's really hard to take them out of that place. So the fact that Yuko is able to kind of hit Mitaka right in the heart, right? Those words managed to get through her. Wow. Even if my actions turn out to be a mistake, if my heart was in the right place, that's all that matters to me. Me too. I want to live like that too, and you see her still pushing, carrying Yuko, running as fast as she can. Yeah, it's my fault my mom died, but that time, and that time too, my heart was in the right place. And remember, in the chapter that we were introduced to her, right, chapter 98, she explicitly says that, you know, she hates the devils because the devil killed, her parents, right? Now we know that that's not really what she feels like. What she truly feels like is that she herself was the one responsible for her death, at least for her mom's death, right? Wow. Next page. So I'm gonna save her, no matter what. Wow. Trying her best, running away. These panels are beautiful, they are gorgeous, but it is also very terrifying. The Bat Devil swoops in, he comes in, about to. He's about to eat them both, so. Need some help? Need some help? Anybody, please? Great motivation, great character development for Mitaka. Wonderful, beautiful, I love it. Oops. So I'm gonna save her no matter what. She runs. Chomp. Gulp. The Bat Devil ate them. Full body and all. So I'm pretty sure they're alive because the Bat Devil didn't chew on them. He just immediately gobs them. It's my boy Dennis! He's back! It's my boy Dennis! Nah, no, I wasn't expecting him. I was expecting maybe 5 more chapters. No. I need a drink. No, I wasn't ready. No. Mm. Mm-mm. 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 Denji comes in, swoops in, slashes the Bat Devil once again. The Bat Devil kind of pukes out Mitaka and Yuko. Holy shit. Here we fucking go. And we're still halfway through the chapter. Oh, fuck. You hear the chainsaw. You hear the chainsaw sound effects, right? Ring. Mitaka wakes up. Yuko wakes up as well. Both of them are looking at this, right? Oh my god. What the fuck am I looking at? Like, what the fuck happened to the Bat Devil? No. What? Hang on, let me go back, let me go back. Bro, Denji's not even fighting the Bat Devil. Denji is fighting like a different devil, and then that devil kind of got shoved into the Bat Devil just you know, out of nowhere. He's not even fighting the Bat Devil, he's fighting a different devil. Holy fuck. What is that devil? What the fuck? It looks sick though. Kinda has like some... Well, the Bat Devil is gone. The Bat Devil is dead, basically. Intestines out. Kind of bleh. Oh my fucking god. Fujimoto. No wonder he took a fucking 1 week break. He needed to make fucking Kino. He needed time to draw this shit. What is that? What devil is that? Denji rising from the intestines, rising from the guts of his enemies, right? Looking at him face to face. Fuck me. Whatever devil that is, grabs Denji, throws him into another building, leaps into that building. Holy shit! Destroys that building. Bam, 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 bam. Basically, oh my god, oh, fuck me. Ah, Chainsaw Man, why side with humans when you're a devil? Comes out again, slices his hand. Grabs a victim, grabs a pedestrian, right? Grabs a car too. So, you want to be a superhero, huh? Then how about this? One student with a bright future, or the 5 old geezers and the grannies in this car? Which will you save? Chainsaw Man, the superhero? Drops both of them, Spider-Man style. Denji's probably like, I don't give a shit. Denji's probably like, I don't give a shit about those people. I don't know them. Fuck them. But let's see what he does. Let's see what Denji does. Will he? Because this is basically a this is literally a reenactment of the first encounter with the Bat Devil, right? That is like the first major battle that Denji has with like a super devil, right? In like the first volume of the manga, right? The Bat Devil arc. And in that moment, you know, the Bat Devil was also speaking the same thing, right? Hey, do you not care about these people? You know, and then Denji's like, I don't give a shit. Fuck them, you know? So I'm wondering what Denji's gonna do. Ah! Denji swoops in, cuts the hand. Holy fuck. Did my man Denji just went inside the head of the devil? Either way, hits the devil. The devil's like guts once again, just spilling out. Oh my god. He does a Levi basically, right? Going Beyblade mode. Slices the dude in half. Sick fucking panel, by the way. And of course, The victims are dead. What can you expect from the man Denji? Of course. Of course. And would you look at that? A lone cat hanging in the building. Meow, meow, meow. And then Denji saves the cat. Human lives? No. Cat? Yes. If I had to choose between saving a human and saving a cat, I would probably choose a cat. Because humans are pieces of shit. Okay? At least the cat is innocent, right? We don't know what happened. We don't know what this dude did, right? This poor dude that is now dead. Like we don't know what he did. He probably looked at like lolly porn or whatever, right? Fuck him. Fuck him. Who gives a shit, right? That cat, protect. The devil is presumably dead. There was a cat too, dude. Oh, that's that's a wholesome panel. Ah. In yet another act of heroism, Chainsaw Man saved a cat from a cockroach. That was a cockroach? Wait, what? That is a cockroach? That what? Mm. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it now. I can see it now. I mean, a lot of people are afraid of cockroaches. To be continued, and that is the end of the chapter. Holy shit. Holy shit. No. Nah. Nah, let me put the music back on. No. No. That was hype. That was hype. That was hype. He's probably saving the cat because it probably reminds him of power, right? Of Miyako, of Miawi, right? I missed an important detail. What did I miss? The Typhoon Devil? Wait, what? Oh. Oh, that is Typhoon Devil. Shit. Thanks for letting me Joe chat. I forgot what the Typhoon Devil looks like. I'm sorry. I haven't read Chainsaw Man in like a year. Wow. Okay, so the Typhoon Devil killed her mom. But this isn't happening during the events of part 1 because the events of part 1 happen at night when the Typhoon Devil came in. Right? Yeah, because the Typhoon Devil was in the city in part 1. This was more in like the rural areas of Japan, right? No high skyscrapers or whatever. The Typhoon Devil in the Reise arc had a baby face. This is an older man face. Hmm. I want to look up what the Typhoon Devil looked like in part one. Actually, give me a sec. Typhoon Devil, Chainsaw Man. Yeah, the Typhoon Devil in Chainsaw Man was. Yeah, it had a baby face in part one. Hang on. Overlay off. Yeah, it had a baby face in part one. This is what it looks like in part one. And this is an old man. Interesting. So whatever happened to the Typhoon Devil that we're seeing right now on the page probably died, like somebody said in chat, and got reincarnated, hence why it became a baby in part one. Interesting. So it's not directly related to Chainsaw Man, right? Because we were talking about this in the first chapter of part two, right? When Mitaka was talking about, right, I hate Chainsaw Man, whatever, right? And then, you know, my parents died because of the devil, and then some people are speculating maybe Chainsaw Man was responsible for her parents' death, right? Maybe they got caught in the midst of battle between Chainsaw Man and a different people. I'm sorry, and another devil, and then Denji probably didn't, you know, wasn't able to save them, hence why probably Mitaka is blaming him, but no, that is not the case, because two completely different timelines. Denji now indirectly saved Mitaka? Yeah. I want Mitaka to see this, right? I want Mitaka to realize that Denji was the one that saved them. Or at least the Chainsaw Man did, right? And I also want Mitaka to look at, you know, of the Chainsaw Man saving a cat and not those other people, right? She could really need, you know, some validation of what she did wasn't wrong, you know. She looking at Denji saving a cat may cheer her up, right? Oh, the Chainsaw Man, you know, the justice of the world didn't save those people, save those cats. Oh, okay. I guess what I did wasn't wrong. No. But for real though, great chapter, great chapter. Um, the fight with the cockroach devil was amazing. The backstory with Mitaka was also really sweet and sad. Surprised that we're getting this backstory right now, like early on within the show. I'm sorry, within the story. Usually these sorts of things happen like midway through the story, right? But no, we're actually kind of getting we're seeing some things early on within the story, and you know what? Sure, I appreciate it. I think this relates to when Asa said that the city was corrupt. You mean the fact that the news anchor are saying, "Oh, Chainsaw Man, in an act of heroism, saved a cat," and kind of ignores the fact that a lot of people are dying? Could be, but she's also probably just talking about like politics in general. Oh, homunculus did just said that in the chat. I didn't read that. Okay, yeah. Um, if that is the case, I mean, right now Mitaka also needs to learn that, you know, whatever actions that Denji is doing, that's just his own actions, right? The news anchor, the media, you know, they're doing their own thing, right? Don't blame Denji for what the media is telling, you know, what he is, right? I heard news about them releasing chapters bi-weekly. Hang on. Is the next chapter next week or 2 weeks from now? Next chapter arrives August. Wow, the next chapter is 2 weeks from now. It is gonna be bi-weekly. Next chapter is gonna be August 30th. War Devil, the enemy of my enemy, my friend? I mean, the War Devil's probably gonna look at this and Yoru's probably like, holy shit, he is right there. Asa, give me the body. Give me the body right now. Asa, come on. Give me the body. Give me the body. Let's end this right here and now. Come on, Asa, give me the body. What happened to her father? I thought she did say her family. Yeah, I was wondering about that as well, right? Because I mean, we saw her mom die, but there's no inkling of her father at all. Like, not even here during the during like the birthday party or whatever, right? We're not seeing any father figures. Maybe her father actually, you know, was gone before this even happened, right? Probably died like years ago due to natural causes. And she would refer to her mom as her only family. Like, you know, that could be the case. Figured the man in the back was her dad, but she didn't even mention him after the incident, so I don't know. Yeah, I know who you're talking about, right? This person right here, right? Right. So we have Mitaka and we have her mom, and then there's somebody right here in the back. I thought that was his dad, her dad too, but since there was no mention of him, that's just a random stranger, I guess. I'm interested in how Yoru is trying to get Asa to make weapons. I'm thinking that Yoru is lying about fear preventing possessions to drive Asa to kill and create scenarios like this. Huh. Hang on. Let me see if I can. I don't think Yoru is lying though. But we shall see. So far, the War Devil, Yoru, is a terrible manipulator. Let's just put that out of the way first, okay? Makima, 10 out of 10 manipulator, okay? 10 out of 10, right? She is the control devil after all, right? She knows how to manipulate people and she knows how to control them. War Devil, so far, she cannot do shit. Like every time, the War Devil's like, Mitaka, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? That's basically the War Devil in a nutshell, right? Like even here, the War Devil's like, what the fuck are you doing, you damn fool? If anything, the War Devil is probably pissed right now. Like she is mad right now. Like what? I think I made a mistake. I don't think Mitaka is like the best vessel for me to control right now, because so far she's very stubborn and she's not really doing anything my way. But this is great though, because you know what this is doing? This is actively trying to contrast whatever happened to Denji in part 1. In part 1, Denji always obeys Makima, right? Makima tells him to do something, Denji obeys. Denji does those things, and it ends up leading to further misery, right? Here, that is not the case. It is the complete total opposite, right? The War Devil tells Mitaka what to do, and then Mitaka completely rejects that. She completely disobeys her, right? She completely goes, how about no, I will not kill my friends, thank you very much. So, in that regard, I think it's pretty clear what Fujimoto is trying to do here, right? Because right now we are basically retracing the steps of the original Chainsaw Man, at least the first couple of chapters, right? In terms of plot beat and structure, right? It's almost the same kind of structure, right? First chapter, we meet the new character, main character almost dies, gets a contract, becomes part of a devil, right? Does things. Character starts out initially poor or alone, starts to get friends, meets the fucking Bat Devil, fights them in the end, right? The only difference is, like I said, Makima controls Denji, and Denji obeys him. Meanwhile, with Mitaka, the War Devil can't really fully control Mitaka, and Mitaka is always going against them, right? She's the anti-simp. Mitaka is Kobeni in training. To be honest, I don't see Yoru as being as monstrous and manipulative as Makima was. She could be to some extent, but from her conversations with Asa, she actually seems genuine and a lot more human. That is also true, because we see her talking to Mitaka in previous chapter, was it? The previous chapter and in chapter 100, right? When Mitaka was running away without the shoes, Yoru was like, what are you doing, right? Don't you need those shoes? You know, or something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but yes, Yoru has shown a lot more affection towards Mitaka, and part of that I would believe is simply because Yoru is inside of Mitaka. She needs Mitaka's body to function, right? So why would you antagonize the very vessel that you know gives you physical form in this world, right? Because right now the War Devil does not have a physical form at all, right? The only way the War Devil gets physical form is if Mitaka lets the War Devil controls her body. So why would you want to antagonize the person that is controlling the body at the moment, right? You need to get friendly with her. You need to be her friend. You need to make her feel comfortable in letting you take control of the body, right? I feel like that's kind of the angle that the War Devil is going for right now, right? Because there's no reason for her to antagonize her, and there's no reason for her to to make Mitaka an enemy. I mean, her actions isn't really indicating friendly behavior, right? Kill your friends, you know, like no, I don't want to do that. But it also goes back to like the very beginning, right? Don't forget, I'm the one who saved your ass. I'm the one who saved your life. I gave you a second chance in life. Show some respect. You know? Remember in part 1, says Ali, when she wasn't against killing Denji when they got stuck in the building, just so she can survive. Oh, talking about Kobeni. Nah, Kobeni was she was loose in the first part of Chainsaw Man. Like she doesn't give a flying fuck. Like, yeah, sure, let's kill the main protagonist. Yoru is kind of a mystery still. We know her main objective, but just like Makima, we haven't once observed her inner thoughts. True. I'd say between Yoru and Makima right now, while yes, both of them are a mystery in the very beginning, I feel like Yoru has a lot more personality and a lot more character that we can build up on and we can speculate. Whereas with Makima, she has mostly been recluse and a mystery throughout most of part 1, right? Her Makima's like own character and her own personality is pretty much the same throughout the entire story, except for the moment when she was watching a movie with Denji. That's like the only part where Makima shows actual human emotion, right? When she cries. Whereas with the War Devil, it's already clear that the War Devil not only has shown care and the desire to connect more, right? Because why would the War Devil create a name in the first place, right? The reason why the War Devil gave a name to herself, right? No, Yoru, is because Mitaka says that, the War Devil is a shit name. Give me something else. And surprise, surprise, the War Devil actually agrees. Oh, you want me to have a name? Okay, let's work this out. Call me Yoru. So immediately the War Devil does have a lot more personality and has a lot more characteristics than Makima, right? Still a mystery, but because she has shown a lot more emotions, the possibility of the War Devil not ending up to be like the true final antagonist of this part is also very likely. I've talked about this in chapter 100, right? I don't want the War Devil, or in this case Mitaka, to die, right? I feel like Mitaka and Denji could become like a great duo moving forward, right? Not necessarily a relationship or whatever, but just like a duo main protagonist, right? And in order for that to happen, Mitaka needs to, to still have her powers to do so. I don't know. I would love for part 2 to end with the War Devil kind of choosing sides and kind of become good. I know that may sound cheesy, but not everything needs to end in a very bleak way. For once, give a happy ending. Please. I mean, we're still in part 2, right? Give a happy ending in part 2, so then we can have a really depressing ending in part 3 and 4. Right? I don't know. Is that just me? Am I the only one who wants the War Devil to, to be good? Although war good isn't necessarily a good message to give for the audience, so no, that's a problem. That's a problem. oh, the war devil became good, so war is good, right? And no, that's actually a problem. Shit. I may have to rethink about. Huh. Nah. Okay. Homunculus says, but Yoru can assume full control over the body whenever she wants, except when the only thing that is also preventing the ward Yoru to control Mitaka willy-nilly is that once she does controls Mitaka, then the chances of people realizing what she is and realizing that she is the devil becomes really high, and that puts danger to both her and Mitaka, right? Controlling Mitaka is basically exposing yourself. And if you expose yourself in this world, then the chances of not only devil hunters but also Chainsaw Man to come in and can kill your ass is pretty high. And right now, she doesn't want to do that, right? She doesn't want that to happen. So even if the War Devil wants to control Mitaka, Yoru needs to, she needs to be careful about it. She needs to be careful about when she controls her. Right? You can't just, alright, I'm taking over. We're the war. I'm taking over. You're the war devil now. BRB, right? Like you can't just do that, because if you do, then like I said, people are gonna realize, and they're gonna come to you. So I'd say the only times that the war devil will actually take control of Mitaka is during like desperate times. Because if they fucked up and Mitaka dies, or at least the body, dies, well then that's it. Mitaka dies and the War Devil gets sent back to hell. Right? Yoru isn't friendly, but she's genuine in her feelings, says Homunculus. Yeah? Fujimoto, I'm gonna pretend I didn't have that written down. Vortex says hello. Hello. If you just got here, then I just finished reading the chapter. How long have I been streaming? Exactly an hour. Cool. So what's gonna happen next chapter, though? Are we just gonna flashback to Denji and what he was doing, or I would assume we're just gonna continue on from here. No, the real question is, whose perspective are we actually gonna focus on next episode? Are we still gonna be focusing on Mitaka's point of view, or are we actually going to switch to Denji's POV for a time? I like Yoru Asa's character, fantastic stuff. I hope she stays the MC, says Vortex. I hope so too. I mean, it's clear that Mitaka's probably gonna stay until the very end of part 2. We just don't know how part 2 is gonna end, right? Because there's only 2 ways part 2 can end, right? And it's not Denji dying. Denji cannot die. He already did in part 1, and then he came back to life and ate Makima. So the only possible way for part 2 to end, and it's probably pretty clear right now which of those 2 options are, and that is either Mitaka lives or Mitaka dies, and that's pretty much it, right? And I'm praying and I'm hoping that Mitaka lives because I want to see her more in part 3. The Bad Devil's still alive, isn't he? No! Bad Devil's dead. Bad Devil is fucking dead. Like, does this not look like a dead devil to you? Nah, Bad Devil is dead. His intestines are out He's losing tooth. Her eyes are popping out. Nah, the Bad Devil is fucking dead, dude. The Bad Devil died not because of Chainsaw Man, but because Chainsaw Man shoved another devil up his ass. I'm thinking we continue as Asa and get Yoru's thoughts about Chainsaw Man. Says, yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too, right? I want the next chapter, or at least a chapter where we see Chainsaw Man, but he is in the background. We see Denji, he's in the background, and then we have like Yoru and Mitaka and Asa talking, right? Yo, that's the Chainsaw Man. Holy shit, you know, and then Mitaka's probably thinking about, holy shit, this is the devil that I hate the most, and he just saved the cat. And then Yuko's probably like, yo, I'm your #1 biggest fan, or whatever. That'll be sweet. I wonder if Asa saw that Denji allowed those people in the car and a student to die. That would certainly affect how she views him. I mean, I'm pretty sure she knows, you know, how Chainsaw Man works, right? I mean, if you've been in Japan for like a couple of months and then you see the news, and then, or maybe you have seen him in action, you probably have seen him kind of butcher a bunch of people out of nowhere willy-nilly. But if not, then she's probably gonna see him more as a monster, a fake superhero, right? Ooh, interesting. They could do like The Last of Us Part 2, keeping the perspective on the antagonist while the protagonist is doing his thing and then fighting each other eventually. I mean, that's pretty much what we've been kind of going through in these couple of chapters, right? The only thing is we don't know if Mitaka will end up being the well, I mean, the War Devil is... I don't know, it's hard, right? Because Mitaka is not the antagonist, but the War Devil is. But they're the same body, so... I really love the dynamics between Mitaka and the War Devil. It's interesting how they will react when they meet Denji. Yeah, I really want to see their reaction as well. It'll be interesting when they interact with Chainsaw Man, and then it'll be more interesting when they interact with Denji, right? At school. Mitaka's probably not going to know that Chainsaw Man is actually Denji until they meet in school, right? Denji's probably gonna run away from this place, right? Next chapter, moves on, different place. Ooh, what if next chapter we see Nayuta though? Like Nayuta's actually in the back, like cheering, yay, Oni-chan. No, that is exactly what I want. I want Denji to kind of walk towards Nayuta, right? Hear me out. Scenario time, right? Denji walks towards Nayuta, right? Grabs her, right? Kind of acts like a brother-sister kind of thing, or, you know, like all goody two-shoes and whatever, right? Mitaka looks at this, right? And she goes, what the fuck, the Chainsaw Man is like hanging around with this like little kid, and then you see the War Devil kind of in shock and in fear, like, holy shit, that's the Control Devil. What the fuck? I'm just saying, right? It's one thing to think about the War Devil meeting Denji, it's another thing to think about when the War Devil meets the Control Devil. Like, I want to see her reaction. I want to see her reacting to the fact that the Control Devil is now like a little like a little cute girl. Look how the mighty has fallen, she probably says. Joe, Nayuta's probably eating crayons. Why am I not surprised? She's probably eating crayons. Fuck. Asa will be like Harry and Spider-Man. Harry wants to kill Spider-Man, but is friends with Peter. Asa wants Chainsaw Man, but will be friends with Denji. You know what? I would not be surprised if that is the angle. I mean, Fujimoto loves his films. Fujimoto clearly describes Chainsaw Man as a superhero, at least, you know, through the words of other people right in the manga. Chainsaw Man is just a Spider-Man reference all along. And then just gonna do like... Gonna do the dance. The Toby dance. Monkless also says, or that the Control Devil who once fought against the Chainsaw Man alongside her, now is Chainsaw Man's little sis. Yeah. I mean, think about it. Right now, it's like the perfect duo against duo, right? You got the Chainsaw Man, you got Denji, and then you got the Control Devil in Nayuta. And then you have Mitaka, and then you have Yoru, the Control Devil, right? I don't know, maybe the Control Devil will look at Denji's situation with Nayuta, and then with Nayuta, and then she has like a change of heart, like, oh, there can be peace. Nah, hell no, fuck that, fuck peace. The last thing the War Devil wants is peace. No, that was a stupid idea. But I do still want the War Devil and Mitaka to actually get along and be friends and kind of become buddies by the end, as cliche as that may sound. He literally referenced the Green Goblin Bridge scene from Spider-Man in this chapter. Yeah, exactly, right? Choose Spider-Man! The only difference is Spider-Man actually chose to save those people, whereas Denji decided to fuck that. I don't have time. Kinda wish we saw the hybrids like the averages. That would be amazing. Actually, when character development for the War Devil, I hope she becomes more complicated than just an antagonist. Makima also had her own goals and ideals. Yes, that is what I want as well, right? Makima works because she is like pure evil, right? Yes, she has her own like ideas, goals, her own like dreams. Even the theater scene hinting at some, some longing for love and to be hugged, right? But that's just like minuscule, right? Makima as a whole works because she is designed to be like a purely evil character, right? When you already have a character that is like that, you don't want to recycle that same character trope again, right? In your second part, in your third part, right? That's the problem with most superhero stories in general, right? You defeat a villain, and then you introduce a new villain, and then it turns out this new villain is just like the old villain, but just, bigger and badder, and that's pretty much it, and that becomes boring. So yes, I do hope that the War Devil gets a lot more shine and gets a lot more character development, right? There's a video from Sufferance that talks about what Yoru's true dream would be. I haven't watched Sufferance's latest video though. I used to love watching his videos. But lately I've decided not to watch them because I kinda don't want to get influence. I want to form my own opinions. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'll also check that video out one day. Just looking at these panels again, my god, Fujimoto. Fujimoto knows how to handle like action so well. Oh, Zero says, you mean Avengers? Kinda wish we saw the hybrids like the Avengers. Yoru's ideals are to bring back nuclear weapons, but I wonder how powerful was Yoru's nuclear weapons when she did have the power to make them. That's a good question. That is a good question. The problem with developing Yoru's character, right? And this is the only thing that I find to be like the most difficult if Fujimoto does decide to kind of further develop Yoru's character, right? The problem lies within the fundamental why am I blanking out? The problem is that these devils, right? They are all form, and they are all based on one idea, right? War devil, war. Control devil, control. Cockroach, cockroach. Bat devil, bat, right? And to develop a character is to basically change that character, right? Character development is when a character becomes from A to B, right? The character that you see in the beginning is not the same character that you see in the end, right? The character development, they change as a character. But when you're a devil, that kind of becomes hard, especially if you are a pure devil, right? Because how can you change war? You can't fundamentally change the idea of war. You can't fundamentally change the idea of control, right? Like, let's say, for example, if we are to change Makima's character, you know, develop her, right? And that means by the end of her character arc, then she no longer has control. She becomes the opposite of control. Same thing with the War Devil. If we are to change her as a character, or to develop her furthermore, let's say add more human emotion and human personality to her, then is she still the War Devil by the end? Right? It becomes super hard to develop them. Giving them emotion and personality is easy, but to fundamentally change their character by giving them lots and lots of development, that becomes really hard. Because the War Devil by itself cannot change what it represents, right? It can change demeanor, it can change personality, but it can't change what she is. So if we do decide, if we do get character development for her, if Fujimoto does decide to add character development for Yoru, she's still gonna be Yoru by the end of the show, right? By the end of the story, like she's not gonna change. Angel Devil was still a devil, right? He was pretty deep. Well, I mean, Angel is self-aware that he is a devil of an angel. Plus, the concept of an angel itself isn't really holy. Like, angels aren't necessarily holy figures, right? You would want to believe them, but that you want to believe that is the case, but that is not the case. Angel of Death is like a good example, right? Yeah, it's an angel, but it's also an angel of death, right? So Angel himself isn't necessarily, an idea of everything that is good that becomes a devil. It's no, I'm not gonna continue this. my brain is starting to like a topic for another day. By the way, which one of the 3 seasonals did you like personally? Are you talking about like the 3 seasonal shows that I just released on the channel? I don't know. All 3 of them are really good. I find myself really enjoying Licorice Recoil more than the 2, but the 2 kind of provides a lot more, in-depth character and in-depth story-wise. Well, Makima's character arc could have ended with knowing how to keep her controlling nature under control. Keep her controlling nature under control. That's like a Yes, control the control. Right. To keep control of myself, I must control my controlling nature. It Nature versus nurture. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. That makes it a lot easier to kind of tackle. Angel Devil wasn't inherently evil. He was just raised by humans. Yep. Nayuta will be raised by a human also, so I guess nature versus nurture applies. Yeah, I mean that's the point of Nayuta in the first place, right? By the end of part 1, Pochita tells Denji, like, hey, Denji, can you give the control level lots of hugs, please? Like, she kind of needs it. Help her out, please. So I do want to see what Nayuta is up to right now, and I want to see Denji's parental skills, if he has any. I think the War Devil character is influenced by who she possesses, as we know Mitaka is not an evil person, so she can change the nature of the War Devil. Yeah, the difference is, right, the difference between the War Devil and every other devil is that, right, at least when it comes to like Makima, for example, Makima is her own, right? Makima is Makima. She is her own person, right? When it comes to Denji, it's a contract, it's a hybrid. Denji is still Denji, but he just has the power of the Chainsaw Devil. With Mitaka and Yoru, these are like 2 completely different characters living in the same body, right? It's not like the War Devil is her own, and it's not like Mitaka is her own as well. No, both of them are Mitaka and Yoru, right? So the idea of them influencing one another is something that I want to see explored more, right? I mean, we don't know that for sure, but the general idea of it presents itself, right? So it will be interesting to see if either one of them influenced the other. And if that is the case, then I can see the War Devil kind of influencing Mitaka first, and then through story moments later on, Mitaka's probably gonna be the one influencing the War Devil. If Fujimoto does decide to end part 2 in a happy note. If not, then it's gonna be the other way around. A real headache is how does heaven works in the Chainsaw Man world. Ugh. I think we talked about this in the previous stream. Like, if hell exists, then does heaven also exist? I would like to believe it exists, but the problem is if heaven does exist, then it presents like so many different complicated stuff for the story, and I think Fujimoto just does not have the time to actually expand on that yet. I mean, angels exist, right? So anything goes, right? The problem is if heaven does exist, then why don't we see it more often, or why wasn't it mentioned in part 1, right? Also, can we just appreciate that Chainsaw Man just gave us 52 pages of content? Yes! Fujimoto once again. And I hope, because we are releasing this bi-weekly now, right? Because there's no Chainsaw Man chapter next week, right? No chapter next week. The next chapter is on August 30th. So 2 weeks from now. And if that is the case, maybe we're gonna get another full 50-page chapter in the next 2 weeks. If that does happen, that'll be insane. Fujimoto is probably on overdrive right now. If not, then that's that's fine. I mean, give Fujimoto a break. He has done an amazing job. I mean, the man's been creating like a one shot between part 1 and part 2, like 2-3 one shots. Insane. Literally on top of the world right now. I mean, he is probably one of the. He is probably up there right now. He is at the top of his game. He is being well respected by many others. A lot of people are starting to notice his name, especially once the anime drops, right? Like, he's finally getting the recognition he deserves, right? And a lot of people, even outside of manga, right? People who just love fantasy or stories in general, right? They're gonna they're learning, Fujimoto's name. So yeah, Fujimoto is really up there, and I hope that doesn't really kind of hinder his own works, right? Because sometimes when you get a lot more famous, there's a lot more pressure, especially pleasing fans and whatever, and I hope that is not the case. I hope Fujimoto is able to do what he does best without those major pressures that is probably building up right now, right? Because the problem with pressure from fans and, having to deal with balancing between pleasing fans with fan service and creating the story that you set out to create in the first place, sometimes you start to get, ooh, I mean, this is what I wanted to write, but the fans will probably not enjoy that, so I don't know if I want to do this or that, I hope Fujimoto sticks to his guns, and I hope Fujimoto doesn't let this new wave of pressure and this new wave of fans kind of get to him. Because once the anime drops, oh boy, Fujimoto's gonna be like, he's gonna be up there. He's already up there. Yeah. I wonder why the War Devil chose Mitaka. If she wanted to achieve her goal, she could have had gone for some person who is more evil or won't hesitate to make another person a weapon. I think it's just a case of them being at the right place at the right time. Right? A character, this person is about to die, and then the War Devil sees this as like an opportunity to take control of the body of this person who is about to die. Because at that point, when you are in the verge of death, you are desperate. You will ask for anything to stay alive, and that's probably why Mitaka that's probably why Mitaka accepts, and that's probably why the War Devil chose Mitaka in the first place, because Mitaka was on the verge of death, and the hope of being alive and giving a second and getting a second chance again kind of got to her. If the War Devil kind of chose not to and kind of tries to find like a different person, then that's probably gonna be longer than it needs to. On a completely unrelated note, have you read AOT? Yes. I reacted to the final season on my channel, and I clearly wrote down on those titles from a manga reader. Yes, I have read Attack on Titan. Hope we get Mess 2.0 in part 2. It'll be very entertaining to see a clusterfuck again. Watch him make another one-shot, says. Could you imagine? Like in the midst of this whole thing, right? Halfway through Chainsaw Man Part 2, Fujimoto just drops, oh yeah, I made a one-shot, by the way. Just out of boredom, just made a one-shot. Yeah. Fuck, these panels are so good. Which ones do I want as my thumbnail, though? I kind of don't want to show Denji because that's kind of like a huge spoiler. Like, I don't want people who haven't read part 2 to see the thumbnail and sees like Denji. I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know what panel do I want to go for as my thumbnail. This is hard. This is hard. Maybe Mitaka running with Yuko? Maybe. Part 1 for dogs. Part 2 is for cats. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking this should be like my thumbnail. The thumbnail for this as well. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna use this as the thumbnail, though. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna use this as the thumbnail. Like, this is thumbnail material, but I don't want to use it because that's a huge spoiler, and I don't want people to know. Oh God, you've spoiled. Denji's gonna appear in this chapter. Oh God, dislike. You know. So yeah, I'll probably choose the Asa running away from the Bat Devil instead. Okay, I've been streaming for 1.5 hours. I have been holding my pee for like an hour. I think that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for joining in on the stream. If you do enjoyed my reaction and my discussions, don't forget to hit the likes already. Thank you all so much for joining in. Really appreciate it. And I guess I will see you all, I guess, in the next 2 weeks. Man, I think 2 weeks of Chainsaw Man is actually really good in terms of like pacing, right? Like have a 1 week break and then a chapter, hopefully longer than usual, and then another break. I don't know. I think that makes up for like a really good pace for this whole story. All right, thank you guys so much. I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.